In the most ambitious social experiment to date, 1,000 players were locked up in one of the most secure prisons in Minecraft. The goal was to escape by any means necessary, but this was not going to be an easy task. The players all knew one thing: if they died, they stayed dead forever. Will the prisoners be able to find the key to their freedom, or will they stay trapped within the cage, forever stuck inside? I present to you the Prison Experiment. Day 1 was a day of exploration and discovery, especially with the server trying to run 700 people online at the same time. At times, I was getting 5 FPS and my PC almost collapsed in on itself. Ish, the event organizer, and the person who had made the previous state experiment video, explained how we had gotten here.
Have done some crime. That's up to you what crime you're in for. Tax fraud, draft evasion.
Draft evasion.
No,
Jaywalking.
money laundering. Jaywalking. Theft.
I'm in here for attempted murder.
Let's go.
Attempted murder.
The boat was huge and filled with many details, like a bar where you could get drinks and cabins for the crew to sleep in. Eventually, when everything was ready and the admins were situated, they soon let us out. We were escorted over to the outside gate of the prison while getting a glimpse at the prison's, elite force, riot squad. I mean, they have black armor, batons. I can't really seem to put my finger on it.
Work smarter, not harder.
The gate soon opened and we were escorted into the courtyard where Jaw Unleashed, the warden, gave us an introductory speech with the plan of rehabilitating us to be better people.
Hello, prisoners. It is I, Warden Jaw Unleashed. You're probably wondering, why on earth are you here? Well, some of you committed tax fraud. Some of you, just jaywalked. Others of you murdered. We'll be keeping an eye on you specifically. I know that you all have heard the stories of the Sovereign Penitentiary. Well, we recently just regained funding, and I personally think that we need to take a step back and evaluate who we are. I do not think that Sovereign Penitentiary is made for killing or for torturing. We will not be torturing you all here. As long as I am the warden, we will not be doing that to you all. And I can guarantee you, without a shadow of a doubt, everything will be okay. Thank you all. Go explore the prison. Lunchtime will be in about 30 minutes. And we will send you to the cafeteria to be fed. Until then, enjoy your time here. And make sure that you stay in line. Okay?
When he finished, we all flooded into our new home to explore. I had found some members of the prison music department, a group I had established prior to the event. The ones I was able to group up with were Con6M, our composer who had arranged a piece that will be revealed later, Piggy85200, our speaking role in the piece, and Splish Splash 141, a trumpet player, like me. From scouting out the prison, we found many locations. The main courtyard was the place for announcements and closing announcements for the day. The cafeteria was the main place to get a snack or to start discussions, maybe about escaping. On the other side of the prison was the infirmary, providing prisoners with free medical health care. I guess this prison takes place in Britain. Lastly, there was 4 open-spaced areas which are labor camps that allowed us to mine for resources to turn in for items such as apples, or to build structures such as houses or churches, to worship whatever weird deity the cultist prisoners wished. Many early deaths on this day were from these camps, with prisoners killing each other with stone axes and guards punishing those prisoners that killed others. Eventually, we all headed to the cafeteria after an announcement made by the warden. But we didn't expect for the whole line, pushing and shoving literally everyone just to get a morsel of food. Finally, the admins had had enough of us messing around and dropped food into our inventories, which was a good thing. Throwing out food to everyone would have been hell, but we couldn't even eat the food because saturation was turned on. Lunch soon ended, and we had some free time to do whatever we want before closing speech for the day. We all gathered in the courtyard later that evening to listen to John's closing words with his plan for rehabilitation over punishment.
Greetings, prisoners! Now, that performance that we saw this afternoon during lunch, I hope that's not an indication of how things are going to be in the future. Because now, we're not going to be as kind as we were hoping to be. For all of you chanting, down with Warden Jaw, down with the guards, the hand of justice will be swift and quick. If you do choose to attack a prisoner or a prison guard or the warden, you will be executed. I warned you earlier. I begged you. I pleaded with you to please try to be better. To try. But no. I think it's time. I think it's time for you to, become, acquainted with the sword of justice. That is all for tonight. Head to your cells. Anyone caught out of your cells tonight will be killed or sent to solitary. Now go.
After it ended, everyone went to their cells and logged off for the day to make plans for tomorrow. Everyone woke up the next morning with an announcement through the speakers to head to the main courtyard. I eventually made it, meeting up with Con 6M again and heading outside to where Warden Jaw had a few announcements for us.
Hello, prisoners! Welcome back to the morning of Sovereign Penitentiary. Hope you all slept well. Hope you all had a great day yesterday. As far as the guards are concerned, you are the most misbehaved group of people we have ever had. You know, in the past, we would have just taken you into a chamber and tortured you for hours on end without stop. But you know what? I think, we're trying right now. We're trying our best to not have to kill you right now. The Sovereign Penitentiary was created and refunded to start to rehabilitate you all. I mean, some of you have tax fraud and jaywalking on your thing. Are you really gonna turn to violence here in this prison? I mean, you have some murderers in here, but still. The majority of you should be good. The majority of you should be able to be rehabilitated. I believe in every single one of you. Now, yesterday was chaotic. Yesterday, we had a ton of problems with prisoners inciting riots. One of you committed tax fraud in the prison. I don't know how you did that, but you somehow did it. Are you all happy with what you caused so far? You realize you have to live here for years, right? No matter. No matter. We're still gonna try our best. Alright? Thank you very much, prisoners, and I hope you have a great day today. Long live Sovereign Penitentiary.
I told the group I was gonna go mine for resources that would be able to trade it in for what the prison called better resources. I had eventually gotten a moderate amount of stone and a single piece of iron, as the previous days had prisoners empty the mine out of its gold, redstone, diamonds, and iron. The mods could have just reset the mines, but what's done is done. I eventually went to trade it in to Hitori Cage, the prisoner rewarder who was able to take the stack and a half of stone I had in return for apples. We can't even eat these. I swallowed my anger and joined back up with the music department to help search dispensers along the walls, which held pickaxes, axes, swords, and the occasional piece of iron. But we eventually got bored and headed to the cafeteria to discuss plans and get food. The cafeteria ended up giving us raw cod, which we wished to cook in the event of a famine. However, much of the cod was stolen, and we had to go looking for more food in the camps. A member of the music department named Full Vortex had found sweet berries in the open and decided to harvest them. This would end up being his downfall, however, as a player named Roan would see him doing this and kill Full Vortex.
No.
I died.
No.
It just killed me. I just got... okay.
Okay, we gotta move.
I'm gonna make
Yeah,
a stone.
We sent our condolences to him out of game and paid respects to him before continuing to loot more dispensers until the day ended. We all gathered in the courtyard once more and listened to Warden Jaw, who had been able to rehabilitate a dangerous criminal named Boy Jedi.
Prisoners! Hello! I see you all have been up to some great work today. I have been being out with you all. I have been hanging out and walking amongst you today. And honestly, I've met some really cool people here. Y'all have been great. And I must say, this is much better than it was yesterday. See? I told you all that you would be able to change. I know that we can do this together. It is 100% a possibility. And I am just happy that every single one of us was able to relatively get along together. But you know how earlier today we had a prisoner that we sent to try to get rehabilitated, one that caused many problems. Boy Jedi, would you please come out here onto the stage with me? Now, this man, this prisoner, was causing many problems for us recently. Many issues. And I must say, I think you're going to be very happy and very, very excited about the progress that he's made. But I also have some amazing news for all of you. You know how I said that if you all behaved well and you all tried to change, that maybe, just maybe, things would work out for you all? Well, I must say, I have talked to our government funding and our anonymous donor, and it appears that we may actually have gotten approval to release you all early.
However, as Warden Jaw finished congratulating everyone for their hard work in the camps,
And I gotta say, I'm really proud. I'm extremely proud.
Daisy, allium, orchid, poppy, daisy, allium, orchid, poppy, daisy, allium, orchid, poppy.
Well,
the prison broke into all chaos. Everyone was running around panicking as the chief's guard, Solar, activated a prison-wide lockdown until further notice. I grabbed Khan and we both ran to a cell in case the guard decided killing the inmates was a good idea. We hunkered down, and the prison soon ran quiet, dead of any sound. Many mourned the late warden, but others saw a new way of escape opened with the main one in charge dead. Many prisoners, including me, were scared to enter the courtyard the next day. After the event of Warden John's death, we were afraid the guards would be cruel on us after killing their leader. It turned out to not be the case, however, as the head deputy Solar now assumed the role of acting warden at the Sovereign Penitentiary. He explained that the new labor camps had been instituted into the prison, and he warned us that if the plots were not cleared by the end of the day, there would be dire consequences. However, he wrapped up with an announcement for a talent show being hosted in the cafeteria. We actually had told a guard captain named Mindless about our musical group, and he was able to build us a stage for the performance in the middle of the cafeteria for us and other performers. When the warden was done, our group headed straight to the cafeteria to practice and rehearse for the performance later that evening. The note blocks had already been built and set up by the cafeteria guard Mindless, and he was kind enough to let us have a rehearsal before the actual show. And we did our part before letting others mess around on them. It was a jovial day in the cafeteria, but I was soon pulled aside by a member of the music department I had not seen since we had gotten here. Sub Noah pulled me aside while I was talking with the others and told me about how there were many rumors going around the prison, but the one that was the most proven rumor was about a zombified boy Jedi in the infirmary, guarded by the workers. I had my doubts, but if this were to be true, we could all be in danger, whether guard or prisoner. He gave me an invite to his group, which he had established earlier, and I accepted the invite, but told him I wouldn't be there until tomorrow. I bid farewell, and the talent show soon began. We had prepared We Are Number One on note blocks for the talent show, and the crowd went wild. Even though we had a full rendition of the song, links down below. Khan doing bass as I played the main melody while the rest of the band we could get was dancing to the song. After it ended, we were congratulated by Mindless and Ish himself as we stepped off the stage.
easier now.
Who's that who just played the note block? Sorry, I'm interrupting.
UPGX and
UPGX.
and Mephisto Virus and his gang.
Fantastic.
There
That was.
I have a list. I have a list of them. Don't worry.
I'm so glad that I witnessed that. That was amazing. How do you
Core.
set that up?
Yes. What can I do for
It
you?
is. It takes some
Just saying,
practice.
you're gonna
and
face
I
all
am
of them.
proud to say that Mephisto Virus.
All right.
They practiced a lot and they did great. They actually played a full rendition live with live instruments. So
Oh
if
my
you guys
God.
want to listen to that sometime, I'm sure they will post it in community creations.
The other performances were great, and it showed how diverse we were in our skills and talents. The day soon ended, and everyone went back into their cells, happy from the entertainment, but anxious for the next day. It started day 4, stemming off from my own group and looking for Subnoa. One member of his group had previously found a secret entrance in a cell where we could enter into this section of the infirmary. We all met at that location to discuss plans about a hypothetical zombie outbreak and what to do as a result. We soon came to a consensus that we should split the work to prepare between different groups. Seaweed, a member of Subnoa's group, would be smelting iron with another music department member and making everyone shields, while I would be getting wood to make stone axes for everyone. So we set out into the labor camps to gather our resources. However, during this preparation,
Yes, we're ready.
We go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put on your armor. Go, 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 through the door, 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 through the door. Go, go,
Through the second door.
go, 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 go. Oh, everyone kill.
Go.
Where we go?
We're in.
Not just that.
GG.
Go! Go! Everyone move!
Where are we even going?
Go! 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 Go!
they're after
Alright.
What the hell?
The group El Bozo had attempted to escape with their numbers and a rogue guard. However, Solov had been told all this information by informants around the prison, and a defense had been established, killing all the members of the escape. The prison went straight into a lockdown to ensure no one could use this time to their advantage to escape or to kill more guards. After the lockdown, I regrouped with Subnoa and the rest of his gang, and items were distributed to defend each other. We all took a group picture before heading up to the cells to rest up, nervous of the final day. Today was the final day. Many prisoners were wary of what was to happen, and others saw this as a last opportunity presented for escape. Everyone gathered in the courtyard, some wearing colored caps for some reason, for morning announcements. We definitely saw massive changes to the labor camps. Each camp had shifted into a respective biome. We did not like where this was going, but we listened to the warden's speech regardless.
It is with a deep sadness and an even heavier heart that I have to announce to you all today what we will be doing. Our funder came to us last night and told us that we would be getting defunded as a prison, as you all have realized from the note that I've given to you. The cafeteria, the infirmary, and the gym is now closed off until further notice. However, there is a way to obtain this funding through different tests that I would like you guys to perform for us. Trust me, if you help in these tests, I will reward you handsomely. I am just sorry I have to put you all through this. So please, under no circumstances should you disobey the guard team. And I have the guards instructed to beat until probable death if you do not listen. After this speech, I expect each and every one of you to line up at a different biome and try and organize yourselves and make it equal. Once there, you will all be given a colored cap of a certain type. These will correlate between biomes so we can identify you and take notes. You all will be fed, you all will be cared for. As for now, please listen to our orders. We do not want any more chaos or bloodshed. Thank you.
I eventually got back into the prison to decide which biome I would go into to merge into that team's group. I would soon, however, be forced into the plains biome by the guards, while the rest of Subnoa's group was established in the jungle biome. I had to somehow get there without getting killed by the guards for being in the halls when I wasn't supposed to. However, in the previous days, I had found out that the plugin for the server updates blocks for a split second before reverting them back to their original position. There was trapdoors instead of stairs for the guards to get out in case they fell in, and I timed my jumps correctly to get into the hallways and head into the cold snow biome. However, once I stepped foot into there was a big issue. Guards that were patrolling the entrances of the snow biome, making sure that people like me didn't swap biomes on purpose. However, this is a prison and we always find a way to break the rules. So I faked gathering resources for the biome and kept an eye on the entrances until... There, I rushed over to the entrance, make sure no one was there, and exploited the split second to finally make it to the jungle biome and meet up with my comrades. They had helped others construct a massive fortress in the corner in the biome to defend themselves and share resources to expand. I chatted with the others for a bit before heading to another part in the jungle to head up into the canopy to get a good view of everyone. As I was doing this, however, an announcement came from the intercom.
Sovereign Penitentiary has, throughout its long history, had several controversies. Allegations of torture rooms, execution rooms. They were legally unproven, but certainly did not help the prison's reputation. So, John Unleashed, as the prison warden, having some trouble with the finances, the investors in the prison, funding the prison, he decided to completely reform it, to redo its philosophy. John Unleashed, the first warden, believed in rehabilitation and bringing out the best in prisoners rather than punishment. As those of you who are here know, there was a lot of chaos under the Warden Jaw. A lot of chaos. Even so much as one of the prisoners killed the Warden Jaw Unleashed, which disproved the spirit behind his theory of rehabilitation over punishment. When Jaw was killed, the credibility of the prison dropped hard. Most investors at that point took their money out, and all of the prison's funding was left up to one person, one investor. And that one sole person who stayed funding the prison is here today, visiting the prison. His name's Magic Gum. As Magic Gum was the only person left funding the prison, Solev had to listen. He told Solev that all of the old means, the secret torture chambers, executions, the arena, underground arena, in which prisoners were forced to fight, all of those illegal, highly illegal things, were starting to get boring. If you noticed, ever since Solev became the warden, each one of the 4 quadrants has slowly been turning into a separate biome. Plains, desert, snow, and jungle. You are standing in one of the 4 right now. The people in your biome are your team. The purpose of making prisoners mine out the cubes each day, by the way, was to gather resources to set up this arena. Magic Gum wishes to see the prisoners fight each other to the death until only one biome remains. He expects to see mass casualties among the prisoners and wants to be entertained. Only then will he continue to fund the prison. The whole time, this right here is the prison experiments.
As the intercom died off, we had suddenly gained the ability to break blocks outside of the land plots. I hastily grabbed a diamond chestplate on the ground as well as some iron armor and headed straight toward the exit of the cafeteria, breaking through the walls and beginning to scale the cliff and head towards a rumored island in which there were escapees. On the way, I had found Piggy 85200 once more, and we got into a boat and sailed together in towards the island. Before we had made it halfway across the ocean, a walkie-talkie from the diamond chestplate.
I think I've been traveling around the wrong island. No, I'm right in.
Right
in a
I'm back at the prison. I just can't find the
Yeah,
boat.
me too.
Wait, what's the prison coordinate?
It's 280, 900.
Penn Island is eternal.
100.
Run to the boat.
I'm trying!
Okay, I'm sorry.
Guys, I just saw prisoner 000 swimming in the water.
Don't even worry about it.
I don't know what that's about. I don't know what
Everyone
that's
go,
about.
go.
Oh my gosh, I'm so close.
No.
No, Zero, I see. Wait.
I see the boat.
I see
him.
A rogue guard had passed the message that the boat which had taken us here was going to be used to get us out. When we made it to the shoreline, I grabbed the edge of the bridge, pulled myself up onto it, and dashed straight for the entrance to the boat, seconds remaining. It was done. Everyone who wasn't on the boat was considered stranded, and for the ones who were on, well, we finally escaped the Sovereign Penitentiary.